Ninja Ichibantou. Hey, what's up again, everybody? It's Robert184, 2Rs, 2Bs, continuing my look at the toys from the newest Super Sentai series, Shuriken Sentai. It's the Ninninjers. You've already seen their gut-tied robot over there, the Shuriken Jin. Well, of course, they're going to need a way to transform from people into Sentai, and of course, they're going to need a weapon as well, so let's combine them into the Ichibantou and see what this sword has in store. Already on shelves when the series aired, MSRP 5,000 yen. But get it for even less from the good folks at HobbyLink Japan. There's links below. Bandai's Gundam fans know that it's always fun to guess what's going to be coming out and when. By the way, MGDX will be my next. But with Super Sentai, it's just going to be a question of what it is in terms of what form the Transformer will come with and the weapons, in this case fitting the ninja theme. Last year, the transformation gimmick came with the trains going in like this. I'll set that off after. And in the past, we've seen a million melee weapons, especially with the Shinkenkers. Very notable with their swords, appropriate for samurais and ninjas. And with the Shuriken transformation, it's going to be coming with lights and sounds, thanks to that Shuriken built in there, this time for the Aka Ninja. The how is pretty simple, as you're going to take the blade, set it into the shuriken, and then you're just going to go and set it inside, hit the button that is appropriate for you, and then give it a spin. How many swords have 3 big buttons on them? Well, I don't know, but if you go for the top one, red, give it a spin, transform. If you pull the trigger after using your technique, well, you're going to get some cool sounds, and of course, it's time to summon Shinobi-Maru, or whoever shuriken you put in. The Shuriken gimmick, of course, is going to work with all their playsets and toys, as you can put it onto the side of the belt, pop it into the gun there, and of course, it can replace and sit on the head. That's the contents, Ichibantou and the expectedly large Shuriken. Sadly, 2 AAA batteries are not included, so get those in. Turn on the switch in the back. Nice sound to start. Speakers in the bottom, so try not to cover it up too much. You can see the trigger here, and light up there, Ninja Ichiban, and a couple of random slashing sounds before you go for the big gun. With no blade on, lights and Aka Ninja. That sound came automatically. That was triggered. So here we go. Set it. You can hear it getting ready. Transform. Left or right. Loud, flashy, hareni, definitely. See the lights fade out after a moment. And it's interesting because the sound's going to be coming both from the bottom and from the Shuriken itself at the same time, so you're hearing sound from 2 places. With the sword attack now. A lot more light and sounds thanks to putting in this Shuriken, which, let's just give it another spin. You're going to hear the countdown of all of them. Gaining out here, nice and easy, just pop it over. You can pinch one or both of those, and there is a sound out. It should be noted that you can put it in pretty easily thanks to the fact that there's multiple insertion points here around the octagon. When you're ready to call your super technique, it calls for the Waza. It would have called out all their names, but you can go straight for the attack, thanks to that trigger here. And to summon the Otomonin, grab your Shuriken Jin head, call, and then Shinobi-Maru runs onto stage. if you do it again... Dragomaru's next, and then it'll go through the rest of the team. Dump, Bune, Wan, and then a generic one. Just because. For size comparison, here it is, next to the Shinkenger. Just a little bit longer there and a lot more lights as this guy. Only has the one single red light, although they both have that fun spinning gimmick. Although there may be a little bit of an edge to the Shinkenger, I wonder. As well, the Shurikens offer lots of great value because they've got sound and the blade option, and they've got the lights built right into them. Is there anything better than just going out and collecting all sorts of fun-colored discs, which the Shinkengers did oh so well? Plus, you get to see that cool spinning animation as you actually get to go see this, like you were flipping through a flip book. With the interchangeable Shurikens, remember that Shuriken Jin can make his nice sound. He'll get a different sound depending on which button is activated. You can see that this pig up here is going to press this one to set him off for the regular Shuriken Jin. Drago is going to be setting off that one. So let's see what happens when you go and you put on this red one. Nothing. You get a couple of lights, but you can barely make it out from almost any angle. So that's disappointing that even though you can put it on in terms of the head, all you've really done is just changed the face and no sound specialties whatsoever. So overall for this Ichibantou, I gotta say that for the most part, I'm pretty happy. First of all, it's a good weapon, solid in hand. You want to go slice that around your living room, and then you can have some fun doing that. And boy, is it loud, so parents, get ready to cover your ears. So with good weight and a pretty good gimmick in terms of sound coming out at two places, lights galore in two different places, it definitely stacks up there. As remember, this guy is 2-in-1. So instead of having trains on your forearm and then going and getting the blaster knife outside by itself, this one is going to give you everything you need in one main weapon. And obviously, with the red theme here, this is the most important. And if you saw the first episode, featured prominently throughout the entire show. In terms of the gimmick, though, again, this one is one of my favorite toys of all time from Super Sentai. A simple spinning device, and you can go and get these blades for relatively cheap. These ones, very expensive, but they light up and talk and do all sorts of different things. One of the things I like the most is just what it's saying, because when you go for the ninjas and you go for the transform, it's going to call out all their names. You go for the special attack and it's going to call out what's coming, what's coming. And then you go for this one and it's going to say who's coming in terms of the summon. My only real complaint is just about in terms of it doesn't seem very specific. It's going to call out all the ninjas, it's going to call out all of the Otomo Nins when you put on Shuriken Nin's head over there, which sort of makes sense. But if you had more stuff specific to the Red Ninja and specific to Shinobi Maru, that would just be a little bit more fitting, or so it seems. And also, when you put this one on the head over there, the fact that you're not going to get any sound without pressing the button underneath, well, it just seems like something you're not going to pull off and do too often. But then again, lots of fun with lights and sounds. Isn't that enough sometimes? So what do you think of this in terms of a transformer? Is it going to be stacking up with the cell phones and trains of the past? What about the gimmick of the Shurikens? Is it going to be as fun as something cheap and easy like this? Anyway, and how about it just whooshing around in hand? Well, it should be a lot of fun, I'm sure, because they usually get that part down pretty well. Anyway, everybody, love to hear your thoughts, and please stick around. I'll be going through all the new toys here, and looking forward especially to the robot reviews as we get more and more to add to the original 5. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Stick around. See ya. I do have to wonder if later in the series, if they're gonna jump the shark / Tyrannosaurus.